Yeah, we are. We are sitting here in Tampa. What a day in Tampa. Our pushback wasn't quite right, but anyway, at least we're not bumping up against this jetway. So, got a quick reposition flight over to Orlando. PRICY MINEE is the I love it, PRICY MINEE, because it is so damn expensive to go to Walt Disney World. Get it? PRICY MINEE. Literally, those are the waypoints. PRICY and Winnie. I'm not lying. Can't make this stuff up. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get to our checklist. We've dispatched the flight from Silver Airways Virtual. We have the VATSIM's been filed. We're sitting here in a 42600 series. Yeah. Let's see here. We're good. Let's count some lines here. It's always so. Okay. Let's clean this up. You're like, well, that's cheating. You're starting in hotel mode. Oh, well, you know, my first officer is really good. Besides, I don't like fiddling around with trying to get the engines on when, you know, there's bugs in the freaking system. And, you know, we get our clearance, we're ready to tax, or, you know, we get to push back, and we can't start the engines. Yeah. Never had a problem with hotel mode. And I don't, you know, if I wanted to go cold and dark, we could. I mean, our checklist is, you know, we could do it. It's not a big deal. But 1 out of 4 times it never started. I don't know. It was not user error. we definitely will stand by that. All right. And it always happened at the worst possible time. Really did. Oh, let's focus. Focus, focus, focus. PRICY MINEE. MINEE 5. Coming in on the MINEE 5. Alright, so I'm going to hit this set fuel button, and we're going to get an alarm saying fuel imbalance. And you're going to see it's not even close. So ramp fuel, we should have about 1188 on the kilos. So you guys ready to see the, or hear it? There it is. And there's unbalanced. Fuel is unbalanced. There it is. So what's kind of interesting is this is pretty correct. I guarantee you that they just, if this were in half, we'd be probably in good shape. But it should be this. Even the total is these two correct, but it's just not where we want it. So we manually do it, and we're going for roughly 1,200 kilos. $12.20 on the kilos. So we got a little extra fuel. That's fine. $12.20 on the kilos. We're appropriately mixed here with our tank. The imbalance went away. Okay. Everything looks to be loaded except for our. Let's go ahead and get in. Oh, no, this is interesting. we need, oh, interesting. 1220, it's perfect. 1220 is perfect. So it's reflecting what we have on board already. The 1220. So it's loaded. Oh, what's going on? Zero fuel weight. We're over by 29 pounds, or kilos. Perfect. Set to trim. 0.6 up. Okay. Okay, let's get the ATRs ready for the flight. So Silverwing's 9013. We're now starting that on the ATRs. We're good. Oh, we got an auto ATC 2363 for our what's the weather like? We get no wind. So zero, well, that's Orlando. Okay, I'm going to use Orlando as the proxy. Orlando is 040 at 9er, 10 statute miles. Wow, broke in 5,000 feet. High pressure, 3027. I mean, we got nothing over here. But yeah, it's broken. It's almost marginal, huh? Okay. Here we go. We are, I'm going to assume the same 040 at 9, 10 statute miles. Phew, at 6,000 feet, I see nothing of the like. 3026. Gainesville is our backup. All right, let's set our comps. Got to put the guard in now. VATSIM code of conduct. Let's go ahead and monitor it. Yep, that was the update. I don't see any controllers here. Okay. Let's go to real life digital ATIS and let's just see what Tampa is doing. Departing runways 1 right and 1 left. We're going to go to 1 right. Okay. All right, so we got all the weather. It's going to be the Tampa, I believe it's the Tampa 6 coming out of here. Tampa 7. So I have the Tampa 7. That'd be likely what we get approved for. I should always pick Lakeland instead of PRICY. 3,000. Okay. So we're going to start out at 3,000 and then we're going to go to 1,000 in 10 minutes. Yeah, so let's revise our clearance. Okay, so it'll go something like this. Silver Wings 9013, you're clear to Orlando International via the Tampa 7 departure. Radar vectors to PRICY, then as filed. Climb and maintain 3000, expect 1000 in 10 minutes. Departure frequency is 122.8, squawk 2363. Alright, Silver Wings 9013 is clear to Orlando via the Tampa 7, radar vectors PRICY, then as filed. Climb and maintain 3000, expect 1000 in 10 minutes. Departure frequency is 122.8, and we're going to squawk 2363. Silver Wings 9013, read back correct. Call when ready to taxi. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we got our IFR clearance. Let's go ahead and... Why am I doing that way? Because we have no VATSIM controllers online right now. So we do it anyway. Okay, we have our transponder code. Altimeter is high. Oh man, is it high? 3026. High pressure is dominating over Florida. And our target altitude will be 3000. Our heading initially will be so we have a lockable thing on so we can move our head around and still go. I think it is, well, let's see what it is. .007. 5, there's 7. Alright, so we got the runway heading put in, so let's go ahead and on our FGCP, let's select heading. That's what we would expect to see. And then IAS. Good. We have no controller, so I have comfort in selecting LNAV for the ARM. And that will get us to PRICY once we take off. Let's go ahead and work with the MACD. Sure the weight's good. Yep. Performance in it. Cruise 10. No, 1000. Okay, Gainesville. We would divert to the north, so it wouldn't take very long to get to Gainesville. So let's just go to 4000. We'll be taking one right today. We have no SIDS. Check that. Tampa 7. Got it. Because we have the Tampa 7 and we have a manual, let's go ahead and remove the LNAV. We'll fly out runway heading and we'll keep it on manual until we're good darn and ready to make our turn direct to PRICY. Or if we get a controller, they'll go ahead and help us. If I left it on LNAV, that would probably work. It would just keep doing manual until we went direct to. So there's really no advantage, I don't believe, putting LNAV in here. Okay. I'm not going to clear the discontinuity. That is not what we do on that first coming out of departure. We're going to run the ILS. We're going to run the 3.5. Hold on. We want to do an ILS today. 3.5 right and RNAV 3.6 left. Let's go 3.5 right. Oh, that's a heck of a taxi. We'll go long. Lakeland's not here. Oh, is that? No, I don't see Lakeland. We're going to clear the discontinuity here. So we will go PRICY, MINEE, Unity, and then there we go. Oh, then it wants us to go to the Orlando. Oh, isn't that interesting? It definitely does want us to go to Orlando. We'll check that in the air because that's not a good... Yeah, it does. Expect radar vectors to final approach course after Unity. So that's what will end up happening. There should be like a manual, but if you don't get if you don't get radar, obviously you're told to go straight to Orlando or the Orlando VOR. We'll leave it there. Yeah, you can see what it's doing. It's taking us up to Orlando. Right, it's taking us up to Orlando and then back, which we'll never get to that point. We'll end up clearing out Orlando and then just going manual from there. We'll be going vectors to final. We are going to go the rows on takeoff. Orlando weather 3027. I want to put this in right now. I know it's taking us forever for such a short flight. Yeah, 110, 110. 15, so 120 will be our 1-engine climb out. All right. We are looking good. Let's go ahead and remove the ground power. Let's get the perf rocking and rolling. 110, 110, 115. Everything's as we expect. 1203 on the kilos. Let's go ahead and reset. Confirm takeoff data is confirmed. We got 110 on a rotate. Let's go ahead and go Yumaneta. It's 135, which will be our flap speed. Flap speed. Okay, we got our trim set. Everything is set. Let's close the doors. Passengers have boarded. Already have our push. So we're all good there. So let's go ahead and do our before propeller rotation checklist. But before we do, let's check outside. Okay, we're all clear. Before propeller rotation checklist, CDLs, if installed, they're right up here. They're on. Cockpit door locking system. FMS and takeoff data is confirmed. Trims set, doors are closed, seatbelts are on, beacon is on. Before propeller rotation checklist is complete. One last look. Let's go ahead and get the blood flowing through the system. Hydraulic. Bam, bam, bam. Let's go ahead and release the parking or prop brake. Unlocked. Rotation. MP is at 11, so condition lever 2 goes to auto. Single channel. Off. Low pitch. Yesterday was B, so today will be A. What do I mean by that? Alright, we got blood through in the whole system. Here we go. Yesterday was B, today is A. Start A, we rotate every other day. Oh, every day. Starter's on. Start is engaged, and H is now over 10. Condition lever 1 to feather. Starter confirmed. Positive fuel flow confirmed. Oil pressure is in the green. ITT is stabilizing. MP is now over 10. Condition lever 1 to auto. Single channel. Off. There we go. All right, we got low pitch, FWS recall, cockpit comm hatch closed. Condition levers 1 and 2 auto, anti-icing. It's not required, but let's do the rounds. TRU on and check. Anti-skid. Let's get the 4 green ends. What I mean by 4 green ends right here. Feast your eyes on 4 green ends. Yes, we have performed it. Check. Flaps. 15. Confirmed. Nose wheel steering. It is on. Let's go ahead and get the good old feet on the brakes. Looks like a little bit more wind than we thought. Okay, here we go. Taxi takeoff light is on. Brakes are... they're good. FGCP and FMA. So we got FM coupled to the left, and heading select, low bank, IAS, flight director is all set. Set and checked. Takeoff config test. Performed. Taxi checklist is complete. Before takeoff, let's do a quick briefing. We'll be taking off of runway 1 right. We don't have controller, but we'll fly runway heading, going up to 3,000 feet. Runway length will be 8,333. It is dry. V1 110, V rotate 110. If we have any sudden loss of power or yawing before V1, we will cut the throttle and come to a complete stop and abort takeoff. If we do make it into the air, we do rotate at 110 and we lose an engine after that. We'll attempt to climb out at V2 plus 5, which will be 120. Even better though, if we can get to 135, we'll go ahead and retract the flap. We'll climb up to 2,000 feet. We'll make right traffic in between 1,500 and 2,000 feet. And we'll come back for 1 right. It's an RNAV for 1 right, and let's go ahead and just pop that in. Hopefully this does not freeze. K Tampa. K Tampa. K Tampa. Not D Tampa. K Tampa. K Tampa. We have an RNAV, one right. We have none. We're not gonna do a star. Okay, return. Perfect. All right, so we can easily go secondary flight plan if we need to, and we have an RNAV for one runway, one right if we need it. But we probably won't. But anyway, let's go ahead and proceed anyhow. Okay, takeoff briefing is done. Gust lock forward. Let's just make sure. How are we going to get to where we need to go today? We'll go out Golf 1. Tampa traffic, Silver Wings 9013 at airside A, taxiing to runway 1 right via Golf 1 Charlie, crossing runway 10 at Charlie, Tampa. All right. So gust lock has been removed. Let's go ahead and see how our flight controls are working. Right, down, back, full right, full left. Okay, looking pretty good. Left spoiler green, right spoiler green. Okay, so we got flight controls are all good. How are we doing on our... Okay, transponder is set. Airflow is normal. Let's pull up 36 right. Or 35 right. Which one is it? 35 right. One 115. How are we looking down there? Nothing. Let's go ahead and turn on the strobe because we will be crossing here. Oh, the great multitask. Ah, we're still on the line for the most part. Wow, look at that. Lots of wind coming out of 040, it looks like. Alright, the ILS is in. Let's go ahead and test our... Not that we need it today. Cabin crew. Engine bleeds are normal. External lights. Tampa traffic, Silver Wings 9013 lining up for runway 1 right departure, Tampa. Sorry guys, distracted. Alright, we got the runway. 1 right. Let's go ahead and get our lights on. Ping. Strobes are on. Everything is on. So... external lights are on. Sorry guys, got distracted. Flight director on. Good. Forward takeoff checklist is complete. Alright. Let's get into the notch. MP armed. We're good. Tampa traffic, Silver Wings 9013, departing runway 1 right for the northeast departure, Tampa. Alright, so let's go ahead. We got a little bit of a wind here from our right. And it's time to rotate. That was fast. Yaw damper. Lights off. That's 400. Follow that flight director down so we can get the flaps going. Flaps up. Tampa traffic. Silver Wings 9013, climbing through 1,200 for 3,000, clear of runway 1 right, Tampa. Last call. Okay, let's hit the autopilot. Let's go direct to PRICY. LNF. Let's go ahead and get us up to 1,000. Okay, after takeoff checklist, landing gear is up, flaps are up, power is climb, engine bleeds are on, taxi takeoff light is off, altimeters are, well, we're going to stay local. So, let's go to Orlando right now and just do 27. Okay, we're set for Orlando. Okay, a couple things that we got going on here. Go to Orlando Tower right now. So far we're second in line. We do have a headwind. Pretty significant. 65 miles away from the Orlando VOR. Okay, so at PRICY, Vista direct for Gainesville. We'll set that in just a second. 10 minutes to PRICY. We should be at 910 on the fuel. So we'll check that out once we get there.
Orlando traffic 9901 heavy will be testing runway 36 right via Bravo.
So new secondary on the route. It will be KMC. This is if we need to divert to Gainesville. Vista, I'll go before the continuity, and that's how we do that. And so we'll just go to the secondary flight plan. If we need to divert to Gainesville, we'll go direct to Vista, and then we'll go from there. Gainesville, I would assume, would be landing to the northeast, so that will be pretty good. Oh, through 10,000. See if we can see cloud layer. Yeah, there's the cloud layer. Remember, we had broken at 5,000. Okay, let's turn back. All right, here we go. Say, well, why wouldn't you just do the left side? Well, I want to try an ILS. I know, we're glad for punishment. 35 right. Okay, let's go ahead and get the let's get everything ordered up.
Traffic 9901 heavy taking off runway 36 right departure via non-include departure border lateral transition. We're down to traffic.
Alright, we can't get distracted here. We need to keep it going. Orlando 040 at Niner. Okay, I think we've got everything put into the box. Yep. Right. Fisha. 10 miles out, 3,000 feet. I see it. I wonder if we can hold that mini. We've never done that before. Let's see if we're told to hold that mini. Wrong side. Alright, we got the hold in at mini. Well, we got another airplane coming at the same time, this Delta. And so we'll definitely be in conflict with the Delta. And I definitely want to do an ILS. See how this works. Go ahead and slow our power. Slow it to 210. Okay. Interesting how it did the speed adjust already to 200. So we're flying a published hold at MINEE. We have traffic that's arriving at the same time as us into the ILS. And I think one time around the track will be okay. Haven't done a hold yet. So this will be good. Just to kind of see how it works, get into the rows. Clear to exit. So I think all we're going to do is just clear this discontinuity, and it's going to take us right to Unity, which to me is fantastic. While we're doing that, well, we really can't because we're using the LNAV to do it. What's going on, Buster? You don't like the hold? Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and clear. And it goes to Unity. Look at that. Alright, let's go east. We'll keep the speed this about 200. I'm not sure how a headwind, I mean, I'm not very high. Course. Zero. There's the course. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Let's go ahead and arm the approach. So we've armed a localizer into glide scope. We need to get down to 3,000. We need to do that now. Orlando traffic, Silver Wings 9013 is 25 miles to the south. Inbound for the ILS 35 right, Orlando. Okay, Silver Wings 9013, left, turn left, 050, intercept the localizer, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS 35 right approach. Wow, that is messy. Looks like we're going to be okay though. We're 15 miles out. P-show will be 10.6. Let's go ahead and do a better job of intercepting. See, we should catch it here pretty soon. Any day now. We should see this start coming in. We got the localizer. Lokestar. There it is. Glidescope. Good. Let's go ahead and get our first notch of flaps down. Orlando traffic. Silver Wings 9013 established on the ILS runway 35 right. 10 miles out. Orlando. Alright, what are we? 3,000? Good, so we're already set at 3,000. Let's go ahead and slow down a little bit more. Okay, let's get our gear down. It's gonna take off. Cabin crew's been advised landing gear is 3 green. Lights on. Power management to takeoff. TLU low speed is good. Icing not required. External lights, they're all on. Before landing checklist is complete. We got a 20 knot crosswind at this point. Nasty. Try to keep it at 140 coming in. Orlando traffic, Silver Wings 9013, 5 mile fine on the ILS, runway 35 right, Orlando. Enough with the photos. Last notch of flaps. Climb at 500, then climb flying right turn outbound to Presque.
500.
We're gonna roll this thing. Full flaps. We are good. 100 above. Kind of let this. Wow, we're still 21 knots. I'll come in a little faster.
200. Minimum. Minimum.
Yep, continuing. We're stable.
100.
Pull back
50.
to power.
40. 30. 20. 10.
Wow. Interesting. Let me go ahead and use our airline, our roll, to stabilize us. Jesus. Interesting. Not sure what the caution was like. I think I just trying to put too much power in. Let's go ahead and just keep rolling here. Turn that off. Let's get the flaps up. Well, that was cool. Didn't have any problems there on the go ahead and get the radar off. Get the gust lock on. One. Orlando traffic, Silver Wings 9013 clear, runway 35 right off of Juliet. Taxiing airside 1 via Juliet, Lima, Kilo, Golf, Juliet. Orlando. Oh, we're definitely going to scenic route. Well, we got to do a hold. Hold at MINEE. All flaps, trim, landing lights. Landing lights are on, but we're leaving the strobe on. Anti-icing. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish this. TRU no longer needed, thank you. Nice crosswind, 20 knots. So I didn't fully commit to the brakes on landing. And I think I tried to juice up some power, and caution light did not like me. Red caution light, bad. Have to see what that was. Should have just kept it on the roll. Put in the right the right roll and have at it. Instead, I neutralized the airline, which was a big mistake with that much speed and, you know, wanting to roll down the runway. Should have kept in the right roll. For sure. We are now on Juliet. The Gulf to Juliet, right here. That was a lot of fun. Take some pics. Man, how bad is that? Certainly doesn't look broken at 5,000. That's for sure. Scattered view at best. Alright, let's go ahead and get the brake on. Let's go back up to the top. I like the fact that it doesn't sound so crazy and our wheels aren't in the ground. We have hotel mode, so it's all good. And here we are. Awesome. So this is the first time we tried a third-party livery after the update. Worked flawlessly, actually. Nice. Okay, guys. That's how we do that. A little short flight. Let me go ahead and end the ACARS. We are disembarking. All is good. Thanks for joining us, guys, on this little flight from Tampa to Orlando on the PRICY Mini Express. Now, that was just our waypoints on our route. Not sure I would file the Mini 5 again. Maybe if I were doing a southbound approach, I would do the Mini 5. Maybe not. Yeah, probably. If I'm doing the south approach, I would do the Mini 5. If we're landing south, fine. But if we're landing north, I just file PRICY Mini. We'll get radar vectors after Mini, and we have all of the different options that we can be brought in. We did a hold this time because we had a Delta who did not position report on our way in. Couldn't tell if he was going to fly a different runway, but no, he chose the one we chose, so it's good that we did the hold, and away we went. So first time we had done a hold, and it was kind of last minute, and so that was good. We originally had it, was programmed to the left, but we went ahead and changed it to the right, and we held to the right, like the published chart says at Mini. And you could see here, I guess that was an advantage of having the Mini 5 up, is that we had a hold. We had a hold. We could have done it anyway. We could have programmed it in, I'm sure, and done it anyway. But it was cool that we actually had one here. I might actually go into Lakeland instead of PRICY next time. Particularly if I have to go southbound. I think Lakeland is the better go. If you're departing north though, PRICY is probably the better way because you're kind of up here. Having to come back to Lakeland is kind of stupid. So if you're departing to the north, I can understand PRICY MINEE. If you're departing to the south, Lakeland MINEE and MINEE 5 because you'll likely be landing to the south. So that's how I would change this up if we were landing to the south versus landing to the north on this route. So anyway, alright guys, it's been fun. Until next time, clear skies and warm tailwinds, and man, we gotta get into VATSIM, man. We gotta get the VATSIM controllers going. You guys have a good one. Buster, take it away.